We got another banger right here, man. We talking about in this video how to get that edge you need to be successful in order to win in life, man. You know what I'm saying? This is how, you know, you get that drive and that discipline, and you get that dog in you, man, that most people ain't got, in order for you to go after the goals and what it is you trying to do out of your life, man. You know, the first thing is that you got to have that competitive spirit in you. You know what I'm saying? You got to always be in competition. And I'm not saying be in competition with the next man or your friends, your peers, whoever you got next to me. Ain't nothing wrong with, you know, friendly competition, you know, seeing who could lift the most weight or who can make the most money by this certain time. That's going to motivate and drive you. I'm talking about being in competition with yourself. It's got to be you versus you. You got to look in that mirror every day you wake up, man. When you in there, you washing your face, you brushing and flossing your teeth and shit, getting ready. And you got to be like this, man. I want to be a better person. I want to be a better me today than I was yesterday. That's what I'm talking about. That's what the competitive spirit is, man. You got to be in competition with trying to better yourself every day in some aspect of your life, man. It don't got to be in every area. You may be like, I want to improve on this. I want to work on my people skills. So today, when I get out and about, I'm going to just go up to random people and just approach them and just strike up a friendly conversation. Ask them how their day is going, you know. Hope they have a good rest of the day, man. You know, what they having for lunch. I want to approach more women. So guess what? I'm going to go out and about. Anytime I see a female that I think is attractive, this and that, I'm going to just go up and say something to her. I'm going to get that fear out of my heart, and I'm just going to go say something, man. Even if she turned me down, she say she got a boyfriend, she not, it's all good. I still hope you have a good rest of the day, man. You know, enjoy the rest of your day like that, man. That's what I mean by that competitor. Today, when I go in the gym, man, yeah, last week I didn't hit that 275. I had me a good spot. I just couldn't get it. Today, I'm gonna go in there. I'm gonna smash that shit through the wall. We gonna load. We gonna slap them plates on the bench press, and we gonna fucking get after it today, man. I'm gonna motherfucking pep talk myself, hype myself up, man. Get me a good spot. I'm gonna get under that bar. I'm gonna make some shit shake. This 275, that shit gonna feel me today, man. It ain't got no choice but to fucking go up. That's how you gotta motherfucking go about it, man. You know what I'm saying? The difference in a man who gets what he wants out of life versus a man who just settles for the scraps, the leftovers, it lies in your hunger, your competitive spirit, your hustle, your drive, your tenacity. That's how you get it, man. You know, the wins and the spoils and the rewards in life, they go to the hustlers and the go-getters. They don't go to the motherfuckers that just sit back, they twiddling their thumbs, they sitting on the porch just watching, seeing what everybody else going to do. They spectating from the sideline. No, they get the leftovers. They get the scraps. The motherfucking hustlers, the grinders, the go-getters, they getting the motherfucking filet mignon. They get the big piece of steak. Them motherfuckers, man, they might get a bone if they goddamn lucky to get that, man, or goddamn the bottom of the barrel, the flank steak, the thin slice of steak, man. They not getting that thick, juicy New York strip because they ain't going after it. They ain't hustling for it, man. You don't work, you don't eat, man. You only get out of this life, man, for the work that you put in. If you ain't put in the work for it, then why should you get it? Why you deserve to get it, man, over somebody else that's out there in the field grinding, slaving, hustling for this shit, man? You know, that's the thing with a lot of people, man. Everybody is so entitled these days, and they think they deserve some shit, man. They want to skip the whole process. They want to skip to the front of the line. It don't work that way. Life don't fucking work that way, man. You get out of life what you put into this shit, man. You know, so if you hustling, you on the grind for it all, you showing up every day, you being disciplined, and you being consistent, and guess what? You going to reap the blessings and the rewards. If you sitting back on your ass, you being lazy, you expecting a handout, expecting somebody to just hand you some shit, you going to get the bare minimum, man. You going to just get by. You going to get scraps. They might throw your ass a bone, man. You ain't going to get no thick cut. You not going to get the big dog, the tomahawk, 60-ounce steak eating like a king. You fucking might motherfucker have to dig that shit out the trash can, you know, shit like that. But that's how you do it, man. And this is the next thing. When you competitive, you know, you got that drive, you got that hustle, and you going after what it is you want out of life, you learn how to cut out the fluff and cut off the distractions, man. It's a lot of time wasters. It's a lot of distractions out here. It's a lot of people who not talking about shit, man. Let's just keep it 100. Let's just be realistic, man. You got your family, your friends, man. You know, they mean good, but it's like they want to get in the way of your mission, man. Me, I'm the type, I can't have nobody stopping me, no side missions, you know, shit like that, man, distracting me from what it is I'm trying to do with my life. I realize I ain't got time to waste. If I want this shit to shake, if I want this YouTube channel to be successful, if I want to reach my goals in life and get out of this, like, everything that I dream of, I got to cut off the time wasters. I got to put my blinders on and not be distracted about what's going on in the next lane over here. What that person got going on over there. I got to stay focused on my mission. I got to stay in the driver's seat and I got to just fucking keep driving, you know? And people, if they not going the same direction I'm going, they in the back seat, guess what? I got to stop the car on the side of the street. I got to let their ass out the car and I got to keep going. You know, life is just like a bus driver, right? You know, the bus driver's job, you know, is to keep picking up people. You know, people get on the bus. They ride for so long till they stop, come up. They hit the thing, they ring the thing or hit the thing, the button on the door, and then they get off the bus. The bus driver's job is to fucking keep driving, man. That's how you got to be when it comes to your goals and what it is you want out of life. You just got to keep driving no matter who get on the bus, no matter who get off the bus, man. You can't stop. You can't take no pit stops. Ain't no breaks, man. Just keep fucking rolling. Keep fucking trucking. That's how you going to go, man. This is the next thing. When you competitive and you got that edge, you going to find a way to do what it takes to win, no matter what the cost is, no matter what sacrifices you got to make, man, in order to get ahead. This is one thing I learned early in life, man. In order to get ahead in life, you're going to have to make some sacrifices. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Unless you was born with a silver spoon, you was born with rich parents, you got a head start in life, man, they just give you everything. You don't really got to worry about nothing, man. You're going to have to make some sacrifices to get ahead. You're going to have to, goddamn, do a job you may not want to do for a year or two. You may have to pick up 2 or 3 jobs, you know, just so you can have enough money to pay your bills. You may have to pick up an extra job just so you can fund your side hustle. You got your side hustle or your business dream. You want to be successful. You ain't making enough money, so you got to pick up another job. It requires sacrifice. You may have to miss out on some events. You may have to start saying no to the fellas' night out, girls' night out, happy hour, going to the club every weekend, missing some functions, having to work the weekend, staying up a little later into the evening, waking up an hour or 2 later in order to get what it is you're trying to get out of life, man. That's the difference between the people, you know, that's successful and the people that's average Joes. You know, they not making no excuses. They not crying and complaining about the hand that they was dealt in life. Oh, I was born poor. Oh, I ain't got this. I ain't got that. Oh, I come from a single parent household. I come from the poverty. I come from the projects, man. Oh, my friends, man, I wish I could be like them, man. They got a 2-parent household. They parents got money, man. They able to send them off to college. They able to buy them their first car when they turn 16, sweet. I ain't give a fuck about none of that, man. I said this. I'm going to get up. I'm going to figure out a way to be a success story, man, from nothing to something. Yeah, I grew up poor in the projects, man, but I ain't let that shit define me, man. I ain't never let nobody tell me I can't do nothing, man. I went out, I got up off my ass and I figured out the play and I went and made me a play, you know. Now look out, I'm a success story, you know. I'm passing people up they supposed to be way ahead of me. They had a head start in life. They wasn't focused. They ain't stay hungry, man. Everything was given to them. They parents pacified them. My mom, she ain't do none of that. She had to work 2, 3 fucking jobs. We was poor. We lived in the fucking projects, man, in the hood. We was on Section 8, fucking Charity, Newsy, WIC, food stamps. I ain't had a nice clothes. I ain't had the Jordans. All the cool kids back when I was in high school, everybody had the Nextel chirp. I ain't had none of that, man. Shit. But I made a way, man. I stayed focused. I kept lifting weights. I played football. I earned me a football scholarship. Got my degree in criminal justice. I've been working in my field fucking 13 years. Shit. I bought my own house. Ain't have no help. been living. I done bought my house. I got 2 cars, both of them paid off. I take trips out the country all throughout the years. I got money stacked. So shit, I done went from something to nothing. I done made my mama, my family proud. So I'm like, shit. My mama always tell me, she said, boy, you don't know how proud I am of you, man. Cause I could have easily went, you know, the wrong fucking direction. You know, I see a lot of people, you know, that I grew up with. They ended up in prison. They ended up dead. Shit like that. That could have easily been me. If I would have chose, you know, to run with them, run the streets with them, I could have easily went that way, you know. But I knew it was more than life to me. You know, I ain't want my mom, all them sacrifices she made, you know, working them 2-3 jobs, you know, just so we could have food on the table, a roof over our head. I didn't want that shit, you know, to be for granted. So I'm like, man, I got to go out here and I got to make something happen. You know, man, I don't want to be, you know, my mom look at me as a burden, man. You know, I want to be the one, shit. I'm an adult now. I'm in a comfortable position in life. I can send her money, you know. I remember I got my first job, you know, working in my field. I was working at the county jail, right? And I'm starting to make decent money now. You know, I'm doing good for myself. You know, I had sent my mom some money out the blue. I sent her like $200-300, man. As soon as I sent it to her, she called me on the phone. She was like, what's this money for? Why you send me all this money? I was like, mama, you know, that money for you, man. Whatever you want to do with it. You know, that's just some money for you, man. You know, I'm doing good for myself. That's my way paying my mom back. You know, I'm always in debt to my mom for all the sacrifices, because if it weren't for her, you know, being strict on us, you know, making sure we weren't running the streets, doing shit we weren't supposed to do. If it weren't for her keeping us focused on school, football, lifting weights, shit like that, man, ain't no telling where I would have been. It's like, I'll probably be out here not doing shit, not being productive. Probably got fucking 5-6 kids by now, just working a dead-end job. Not even getting by, just getting by, man. You know what I'm saying? Instead of where I'm at, in the position I'm at now. So, you know, I'm forever indebted to her, man. Anytime she called me for some money, any way I can help her, you know what I'm saying? Shit, she got bills or some shit, I just send it. If I know she calling me for some money, I ain't gonna ask her, you know, what's that? What you need that money for, man? Damn, and shit like, nah, it ain't like that. Nah, I'm gonna find a way to get her that bread. You know what I'm saying? If I got to move some money around over here, if I got to pick up some extra overtime and work, I'm going to make it happen, man. You take care of the people who took care of you. You know what I'm saying? This the next thing I'm going to leave y'all with, man. When you trying to have that edge and get ahead in life, you got to realize along the way, it's going to be highs, it's going to be lows. You're going to take wins, you're going to take losses in life. You know, it ain't just going to be a straight, narrow, smooth path, man. It's going to be bumps along the way, man. So you got to learn how to roll with the punches. You know, life, you know, everybody got these plans, and, you know, until life hits you, life reality hits you, man. Life come hitting you from left field, boom, hit you with that first punch. You ain't even see it coming, man. Knocked your ass down. Bam, man, knocked your mouthpiece out your mouth, man, like goddamn Mike Tyson just teed off for you, man. It's like, what you gonna do, though? You gonna sit there and lay down, or you gonna get up, or you gonna get back in the fight? Man, I know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what nobody else gonna do. I'm gonna get my ass back up, and I'm gonna keep trucking, man. They gonna have to make sure I'm down and out for the count, you know. I take the wins with the losses, man. I realize in life, you know, sometimes you may take 2 steps forward just to get knocked back 3. That's a part of the life. You know, you got to take the wins with the losses. So that's what I do. I just keep going, you know, and it's like, I don't even look at shit as it being a loss. I look at a lot of shit, man. If I take an L or I make a mistake in life these days, I look at it as a lesson. It's a learning lesson. Learn from your mistake you made and come back stronger, come back better. Learn not to make that mistake again, you know, so you can keep evolving, you can keep elevating. See, a lot of people, they like to run from the mistakes, man. They want to be perfect. I want to push for a mistake. I want to make mistakes. You want to fail fast, and you want to fail early in life so you can grow faster as a person. You can keep elevating, you know. So when you make the mistakes and you learn from the mistakes and you apply what you learn to your situation, whatever it is you're trying to do, that's how you get better. That's how you keep winning and stand on top. You know, you got to take the wins with the losses. You know what I'm saying? this is the next thing. You got to realize that the success, it ain't gonna come right away. You know, it may take you fucking 5 years in order to get to where you're trying to be at in life, to accomplish your goals. You know, it just don't happen overnight, man. That's the thing. A lot of people, they want instant gratification in this day and age. You know, they want to skip to the front of the line. They don't want to go through the struggle. They don't want to go from the bottom to the top. They don't want to grind their way. I want to grind. I'd rather grind for it, because I realized, and I learned this, you know, coming from nothing to something. You know, it feels way better once you get to the top and you can say you grinded for it. You worked hard for it. It feels way better, man. I'm telling you, it's like, damn, man, I really did that shit. When you sit and you look back, you like, damn, I remember where I was at on day one, man. Anybody would have looked at me like, man, that motherfucker, he ain't about that life. He ain't finna do nothing. He ain't finna be successful. He probably been to be just another motherfucker from the hood, man, stuck, trapped in the hood. Now look at me, man, you know, so it feel better, you know, when I can sit back and say, I beat them odds. I made a difference out here, you know. The statistics said I'm supposed to be dead or locked up in jail by now. I'm supposed to have 5, 6 kids, 4, 5 different baby mamas, fucking just doing out here wilding out, fucking partying, getting high every day, drinking, smoking, all this type of shit, not doing nothing productive. I beat all them odds, man. That's how you know. That's when it feel good, you know what I'm saying? So you just got to realize, like I said, it's not going to happen today. It may not happen tomorrow. It may not even happen next month or next year, man. You got to enjoy the process, embrace the grind, embrace the struggle. You can't quit or give up when you don't see success right away. You know what I'm saying? You look at people like motherfucking Michael Jordan. He was cut from his high school basketball team. Did he give up? No. Everybody know Michael Jordan. He the GOAT. He the greatest of all time, man. Yeah. Michael Jordan. Tom Brady. He was drafted, what, I think in the 6th or 7th round in the NFL draft. He didn't even go in the first round. He damn near didn't even make it getting drafted. Look at Tom Brady. How many fucking rings he got? I can't even count. What he got? 8 Super Bowls? The GOAT. Greatest of all time, man. You know, they ain't quit, man, when they had that underdog mentality. They had that chip on their shoulder, man. They like, I got something to prove. I got to prove myself. I got to motherfucking shock the whole world, man. Let them know I'm not fucking around. Y'all like this video, make sure you subscribe to my channel at The Ghetto Bodybuilder. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok at The Ghetto Bodybuilder. I got the merchandise for sale. Shop with me on my website, man. Y'all got any comments, any questions, any topics or ideas for future videos? Drop a comment. I'll be sure to get back with you as soon as I can. Y'all know I'll be coming. Let's get motivated.